Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. You will be frustrated if your dreams don't come true. And I'm gonna tell you what, and this is something more I observe because I'm not bragging, but most of my dreams have come true, most of my dreams, and then the ones that haven't come true, I'm working on them actively. Trust me. And what they are, well, I'll keep that to myself. One thing about your dreams, you don't have to share them with people because you get some people who, and some of them can be well-meaning, but you get some people who are going to really try to poo-poo your dreams. It's like, oh, you can't do that. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. But for this conversation, look, I'm gonna tell you what. And I've seen it with people. They have big dreams. They'll have big dreams, and to me, I look at them and I see like talent to actually make those dreams come true. They become frustrated. And these could be, and look, it's not even about money. These are people making 6 figures. Shoot, even making 7 figures, making a lot of money. They living very well. And they still frustrated because they are not making their dreams come true. Every single person has a dream. Every single person has something they would rather be doing. Unfortunately, life will come in, maybe, for whatever reason, they have to work a regular job or, they might have family, kids, something, or the most frustrating thing I've seen is when somebody just has fear within themselves of actually going for their dream. They'll have the dream, but they don't think they'll make it. And all I see is frustration. All I see is people mad. And they could be, like I said, they could be making a lot of money. I've known several people. Shoot, hopefully some of them might watch this. Some of them, might talk to directly, and they'll have a dream about doing something, but they ain't gonna do it for whatever reason. It's like I say, it could be family, it could be fear, it could be whatever. They might not think they can even make their dream come true, but they're frustrated because they still there. See, here's the thing about a dream. A dream stays within you. You don't get rid of it. Once you start having that dream, that don't go away. Yeah, you might do some other stuff to be practical, to survive, but you still have that dream. And I believe it was Les Brown who actually said, the graveyard has so many dreams there. So many people do go to the grave without even going for their dream. Not even failing, but going for their dream. Because I'm going to tell you what, sometimes you can fail going for your dream, but at least they went for it, and maybe they just needed to do something different. But you will be frustrated. I've seen this. You want to really think that at the very least you've gone for it. Then you can feel like, okay, I went for that. I had that dream, I went for it, right? Because I'm going to tell you what, the people who aren't frustrated are the people who at least went for their dreams and made it happen. And then, you know what, they might go for their other dreams. I've noticed that with people who've gone for their dreams, made it come true, and then, you know what, they might have another dream and make it come true. They're not walking through life frustrated, but there are many people out here walking through frustrated. Many people, they might be getting mental health assistance because they frustrated. They doing something that they really don't want to do. Doing something they don't have to do. This isn't their life. They have a dream or they stuck in a job for whatever reason. It could be, like I said, it could be fear, it could be family, it could be listening to other people who don't have that dream themselves, who don't see the talent within them, who are not promoting them going to a higher level. It is so much. And I'm gonna tell you what, it's frustrating to see. Because I can't say that, well, no, I take that back. There's been times when I wasn't living my dream and I was like, this ain't nothing, but eventually I would get past that. So I imagine what a person feels like they not doing anything at all, you know? Because yeah, even when you going for your dream, there's gonna be some times you're gonna be like, oh, is this worth it? Because sometimes going for your dream, you really do gonna have some pit stops. I wish it was a straight line. I've talked about that several times. It's more like a squiggly ball and everything. But you know what? It's better to go for your dream in that squiggly ball than to not take off at all, not to take that first step. And whatever dream you have, I don't care what it is, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. It's better to go for it and fail, or at least fail on that path to that dream, than not to go for it at all. And indeed, sometimes that failure could be a lesson. Sometimes you could fail on the path, but then see something else open up. You know? See something else that you want to go for. You know, I always say I've had 1,000 jobs. Some of those have been businesses that I thought about. Some of those have been businesses that I went for, and I was just like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. But now I'm doing something now. Ultimately, I got to where I was going. It was just a question of how I was gonna get there. Every single person watching this video, every single person can do the same thing. You don't wanna be frustrated, because that's why you get some people out here using drugs like crazy. That's why you get many people just unhappy. They're in bad situations because they are frustrated. They had a dream or something, and there's so many books that haven't been written. There's so many songs that haven't been sung. There's so many inventions that might not have been invented. I mean, there are so many things out here because somebody didn't go for it. And we need people to do that. That's how the human race has gone on, because somebody had a dream. Somebody had a dream of something and they made it happen. We need more of that. We need more of that. Because when people are frustrated, like I said, that's why you got people using drugs, people unhappy, people needing to see mental health professionals, everything. Because they're not really happy. You know, they in bad relationships, everything. They just frustrated. You don't want to be frustrated. One thing going through life is tough as it is. You want to be happy going through life, even when you have bad situations. Because if you're going for your dream, even when you fall in that hole, even when things aren't working out the same way, you still feeling good because you still headed towards what's inside of you. Because that's what a dream is. It's inside of you, what it is that you want to do. And that's very important. Very, very important. All right? So work to make your dreams come true. You don't want to be frustrated. It's better to work. It's better to go through it. It's better to fail on one path to your dreams than to not go for your dreams at all. Okay? I want y'all to think about that. So that's all I have for today. Keep rising to become the best version of yourself, all right? Peace and blessings, everyone.